Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to this new episode of 360 Entrepreneur TV. I'm super stoked about today's topic. I'm really excited about it. And today we talk about the 8 must-have tools for bloggers. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting out, if you have been blogging for several years, if you're getting a small amount of traffic, you're getting a huge amount of web traffic. It doesn't matter. These are what I consider the must-have tools. And sure, it's 8 tools, and it can sound like that it's actually many tools, but you're gonna see every tool focuses and helps you in a different way. And in case you're wondering, well, 8 tools, how much is this gonna cost me? As you're gonna see, many of these tools are actually free and are really powerful. So enough with the chit chat, let's dive into the content. Okay, we are inside a tool called Market Samurai, and it's a tool for doing keyword research, so to see what kind of words people are using in their Google searches. And maybe you've heard of Google Keyword Planner, and that's a good tool if you're starting out. But if you're looking to know more, if you're serious about your keyword research, and you should, because you may be going against bloggers who have been blogging before you may be going against big companies, and they have the budgets, they have the tools. So if you're looking for a serious tool, a great powerful tool, I recommend Market Samurai. And here you see I've put blogging as an example of keyword, and Market Samurai has generated a bunch of words. You see here 296 words related to blogging, and it gives us a bunch of different stats and information. You see here there are so many, and you see them displayed here. We have the total amount of searches, the SEO traffic, so the maximal potential traffic we would get if we were sitting at number 1 on Google, and so many other things. And you see here we can activate or deactivate things from up here. So if we do this, you see here, I show you again, you see this SEO competition disappears. So that's how you can do keyword research more in depth. And there is another thing you see here on the left. There are so many different things you can do with Market Samurai, but there is one in particular I want to show you: SEO competition. This is great. So what SEO competition does, it shows you the top 10 results, in this case for blogging. That's our keyword. And again, here we can activate or deactivate different parameters, and you see here the categories. Now I'm not gonna go through all of those because it would take so much time, but you see here the results. So blogging.org ranks number 1 in Google. There is Wikipedia, the Next Web, Mashable, Forbes, and so forth. So why is this important? It's very important because if your website appears in these results and you're trying to get ahead of the competition, you try to climb the ladder, you would use these parameters to see what you can do to kind of jump ahead of the competition. So let's take, for example, this title. So is the keyword in the title? And you see here for blogging.org, yes. For Wikipedia, no. So if we were number 3, for example, and we were trying to go ahead of Wikipedia, one thing we could do is make sure that our keyword, so blogging, is in the title. So this is just an example. There are so many different things, but it's great. So if you're serious about keyword research, I highly recommend Market Samurai. You see here the link is my affiliate link. You can try it out for free. They have a free trial. So if you want to try it out, you can use that link. Alright, we are in a tool called the Buzzsumo. So you've seen Market Samurai is useful for keyword research, so you know what happens on Google. But what about social media? Social media are such a powerful tool that you can't ignore them. Well, Buzzsumo shows you which are the most popular blog posts based on the number of shares on social media. So let's stick with this blogging example. Let's just try to make it a bit more narrowed down. Let's put something like tools for bloggers. Now you see here on the left, we can filter the results by 24 hours, the past week, past month, and so forth. We're gonna leave past here. We click search. All right, you see here now we have the results. So we have HubSpot, econsultancy.com, Convince and Convert, and it continues. You see here on the right, there is the number of Facebook shares, LinkedIn shares, Twitter shares, and so forth, and total shares are post as received. Now, why is this important? This is important because we get to know what kind of content is popular on social media, and we can use what Brian Dean of Backlinko calls the skyscraper technique. So we identify the popular content, we create something better, and better can be something more in depth. Obviously we have to look at these posts and see what kind of posts they are. Maybe we can write something more in depth, we can add more tools, so instead of 7 it can be 10. And the third step of the skyscraper technique is to do email outreach. So we look for people who have been sharing these posts. We know that they are likely to be interested in our posts, so we're gonna share that with them. So this is Buzzsumo. Is free. There is also a pro plan if you want to try it, but you can use it for free, and it's very, very powerful. Okay, so the next tool is Google Analytics, and I'm pretty sure you have heard about it, so I'm not gonna go through it in depth. You see here you can check the daily visits, the traffic types, the time people spend on your site based on their country, the real time. You get real-time information, you get to know the traffic sources and so forth. So you can just go to google.com/analytics, and the only thing you need to get started is a Gmail account. So if you already have a Gmail email but you aren't using Google Analytics yet, just go to googleanalytics.com/analytics and sign up for it. This next tool is one of my favorite, and we are at SumoMe.com, and SumoMe is a sort of toolkit for bloggers, and you see here tools to grow your website's traffic. So let's scroll down. I want to show it to you. You see here it's used by many popular websites like Airbnb, Social Media Examiner, The Art of Manliness, and many others. So let's see, let's scroll down because there are many different tools. All right, you see here, these are just some of the tools you get with SumoMe, and SumoMe is free. You can start for free. Every tool has a free version and a pro version. You can start for free. And you see here we have Google Analytics. Now this is a bit different than the previous tool because this version of Google Analytics gives you on-page information, which means that it's pretty cool. You can get information about a specific page very, very quickly, so you don't have to go around it and dig too deep. You just go to the page after installing this and you will get all the stats there, all the page related stats. Then we have other things. I just want to show you a couple ones. For example, the smart bar, I'm pretty sure you have seen in some websites. Content analytics, and then there's heat maps. Heat maps is also pretty cool. I'm gonna show you these three. So the smart bar, you see it right here, is this bar at the top of your website, where you put people can put their email and they can sign up for your email list, and you can share your lead magnet, or I've seen it, people who have webinars or time-sensitive trainings, for example, they put it there because it stands out. So this is the smart bar. We have content analytics that tells us how much people actually read our article, how down they scroll, and this is very, very important to know for a couple of reasons, but the main one is you want to get people on your email list. And one of the reasons why maybe you aren't converting is because your opt-in form or opt-in forms are, let's say, at the bottom of your page, and using this you're gonna see that people actually don't get that far down. So this is pretty cool, content analytics. And the third tool of the SumoMe toolkit I want to show you is heat maps. Heat maps shows you where people are clicking on your website, how people are interacting with your website. And you see here, for example, there is this, which probably is a slider, is very, very clicked. This part is very clicked, and this is very clicked. So similar to content analytics, this helps you know where you should put your most valuable tools. So your opt-in form, for example, maybe you have it here. If you use heat maps, you'll see, well, people actually don't click here, so you may be wanting to put it somewhere else. So these are just some of the tools that you get with SumoMe. The only thing you have to do to get started is to go to SumoMe.com you can click this try it now button, and it works with WordPress. So you just install it. It works also as a plugin, and once you have installed it, you can install all the different tools, and you can really choose which ones you want to install. So if you want only the smart bar, fine, you can do that. If you want the whole package, fine, you can do that. So again, that's at SumoMe.com. Okay, we are at CoSchedule.com, and in the post I've written that goes with this video, you see here the link where you find the post, and I talk about these tools more in depth. There I talked about the fact that I had heard about CoSchedule quite many times, but for some reason I didn't try it out. I finally did, and you see here there is a 14-day risk-free trial, so there is no problem to try it out. And you see here, that's my affiliate link in case you want to use that. If you do, thank you so much, I appreciate it. So you can try it out for free for 2 weeks. So why CoSchedule is so cool? Well, they allow you to save a lot of time, and they focus on few things. And you see here there is a plan for the solopreneur, for the small business with a small team, or for the large company and the enterprise. So you save a ton of time with social media. You get more efficient with the planning and scheduling of your social media. You get more traffic. You get more balance in terms of planning. You manage everything you create in one place, and this is very critical. And you also boost your traffic for your old posts. So let's take and of course you become a better blogger, because you see which posts are popular, which aren't popular, which need a push, which are doing fine. And here you see these are some of the apps that integrate with CoSchedule. So we have WordPress, we have Buffer, Bitly, Evernote, and social media. So the idea is this. Usually when it comes to blogging, you would be doing brainstorming, you would be doing writing. Usually you do that in your WordPress site, right? You do that there, and then once the post is ready to go, you may be using Hootsuite or Buffer. So you go there, you schedule the posts and the tweets there, and that's it. The problem is that you're wasting a few minutes here, a few minutes there with every single post. With CoSchedule, you can do everything from one place. So let me show you. Here you see this looks very, very messy because I've already inserted different things. But the cool thing about this is that by using the CoSchedule calendar for 20 minutes, like a couple of days ago, I sat down for 20 minutes. I planned 2 months worth of content in my editorial calendar, which is awesome. So let me grab a clean slate, and I'm gonna show you on a clean page how it looks like, so it's less messy. Okay, here we are. So you see here we can click this, and we can decide we can add a blog post, a social media message, content, and we have here also event, note, task if you have a team. Let's just try with the blog post, and we can put the title. We click continue. Okay, so now this is pretty cool. Here we have our title that we just set. We can put a category. So let's say 360 Entrepreneur TV. You see here at the moment it's saved as a draft. We can change the status. We have the date. We have the time we want it to be published. We can even click this and go straight to WordPress to edit that. Here we have the author. If we have a team or several authors, we can change that. And this is pretty cool. We can do the social media scheduling straight from here. And to help us be even more efficient, the CoSchedule team have created already a few options. So there is share our social media posts the same day as our blog post goes live, the day after, the week after, the month after. And obviously we can also set a custom date so that we have all the freedom in the world. So how does this look like? So we just click this plus, and you see here we can select a social profile, and we can do, let's say for example, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, and we're good. And then here we have 3 different types of posts. We have the text post, image post, link post. Now, image post at the moment here we don't see any image because this is just a demo and we don't have an image. But if you have pictures in your post, you can select the one you want to be shown in this social media. So in this case, Twitter and LinkedIn. And here you see here, this is what would appear. The title, you see this is like the formula basically. The title is demo title, and permalink is this. So this, everything is customizable, so we can change this, new title, we can change the link. You know, if you have a podcast and you want to share different links, you want to share the iTunes, the Stitcher, the direct download, whatever, you can do everything there. And once we are ready to go, so again, we can create a text post, an image post, a link post, it doesn't matter. Once we are ready to go, in this case, we want it at the same day as the post, so we can leave it like that. We can also change it, and we want it to go at the same time as the post, or we can put an hour later, 3 hours, whatever we like. So this would be already ready to go. However, if we choose a different date than the one the post goes live, let's do the week after. I'm just gonna choose my Twitter. I'm gonna do an image post. I just leave it like this. This is what I want to show you. See, this is pretty cool. To really help us be super quick, the CoSchedule team have already put some time slots, so we can select to have these posts between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. and this is based on your time zone, and you can change it between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. or between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. or of course we can always set a custom time. So this is great. You can do all this from the CoSchedule platform. You can add and assign tasks to team member. You've seen all this kind of things. So you can do this from the CoSchedule platform, but you can even do it from your WordPress site. So let me show you. Okay, you see here I'm in the WordPress backend. So if I scroll all the way below my post, you see this? Looks familiar? So I can set now schedule all the social media here, and this is pretty cool because even if I haven't written my post yet, I can already schedule. You know, if I know the title of the post, I know what the post is gonna be about, I can already set up all the social media posts and tweets, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. Everything is being set up so I can focus on writing. So you see, once again, this is my affiliate link. Make sure to check out CoSchedule. It's free and it's really gonna help you save hours every month. Okay, talking about saving hours every month, when I interviewed Jeff Ballas, he talked about SocialOomph as the tool that helps him save over 100 hours each month, which is pretty nuts. So how does SocialOomph work? If you use tools like Hootsuite and Buffer, here's what you usually do. You write a tweet, for example. Let's take Twitter as an example. You write a tweet, you send it, and once you send it, and maybe you want to share that later on today or tomorrow, whatever, you either have to rewrite it or you copy and paste it, right? Well, that doesn't sound like much, but think if you have to do that for 5 posts, 10 posts, 20 posts, 100 posts. You see what I mean? It's gonna start to eat so much time off your day. So what you can do, well, you can use SocialOomph. SocialOomph allows you to create loops of contents, and you can, I'm gonna show you how it works. You can decide how often you want SocialOomph to share an update from that queue. They call them queues. So let me show you. If I create a new queue, let's just call it demo queue. You see here, publish updates at regular intervals, and we can say we want it to share an update from this queue every 3 weeks, or every 3 days, or every 3 hours, or every 30 hours, every 30 minutes. You get the idea. And then here we can choose social media accounts. Now you see here I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ones, all with a single SocialOomph plan. So you can connect several. So you see I have different Twitter accounts, Facebook pages, LinkedIn, my personal Facebook. And this is the cool thing. If you tick this, you are gonna say to SocialOomph, never stop running this queue. So whenever an update is being sent out, it's going to be put at the end of the queue, and it will continue. The queue will continue to run automatically, non-stop. And we can, if we were to set it like this, it would be just running 24/7. However, we can even say, hey, we want these specific updates to be shared only on Mondays and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. You see, you can really play around with this. This is great. It has saved me so much time. And in case you're wondering, you know, CoSchedule, SocialOomph, I've been using SocialOomph before I found out about CoSchedule. So my recommendation is to try both out. Here you see, this is my link. You can try it. SocialOomph, they have a free trial. You can try it out. And this is what I do now with both tools. I use CoSchedule, as you've seen, for all the editorial side of things. And for the social media planning, I do it for what I call short term, so the next month. For SocialOomph, on the other hand, I use this for the old posts or for posts that have gone through CoSchedule and I don't want to share again on CoSchedule. I use SocialOomph, so highly recommend it. Okay, the seventh tool I want to show you is called Content Upgrades, and is a WordPress plugin. And you see here it's used by people like Brian Harris of videofruit.com, Brian Dean of Backlinko. And actually, let me show it to you in action. Let's take Backlinko as an example. All right, you see here, this is Content Upgrades in action. So the idea is to create a lead magnet, a bonus content that goes along with a specific blog post. And the reason why this works so well is that if a person is reading your post, he or she is likely to be interested in something that is related to the post. You know, if Brian would have only here a lead magnet that had nothing to do with the content of this post, sure, the person may be reading the whole post, but is like, well, you know, I'm not interested in this kind of lead magnet, so it's just gonna leave and that's it. On the other hand, if you have this, you know that the person is gonna be reading and then it's like, hey, I've really loved this strategy that Brian shared. Actually, you know what? Let me grab this free checklist. So they get content that they're interested in and you get new email subscribers. So you see here, this is my link if you want to check out Content Upgrades Pro. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a blogger or even if you have a podcast, because potentially you could create a content upgrade for every podcast episode. Okay, the eighth and final tool is called Zapier. You see here we are at zapier.com, and Zapier helps you connect the apps you use, automate tasks, and get things done more efficiently. I just want to show you some of the apps that actually you can connect to Zapier, because Zapier is a game changer. You see here over 400 apps, which is crazy, and you see here the icons. Google, we have Evernote, MailChimp, Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, Dropbox, Google Drive, so many different apps. So let's actually see how it works. Let's check it out. Cool, we are in the Zapier dashboard and you see these automations are called Zap. So we want to create a new Zap. We just go here, make a new Zap. Cool. Before I show you the Zap, let me ask you a question. Has it ever happened to you that maybe you are out for a walk or you're, I don't know, on the bus or something like that and you get a great idea for a blog post? So what do? Maybe you open an app like Note or similar app and you write down the idea or the bullet points, whatever, right? And then the idea is to, when you get home, you sit in front of your laptop, you pull out your phone, you copy and paste those things, or maybe you email the note from your phone to your email, whatever. Anyways, you have to transfer the note from your phone to, you want it to have it on your WordPress site, basically. So the problem is that sometimes we forget about things, right? I mean, I know how many times I've done that and then I got home and I've forgotten about that. And maybe a few hours later or even a few days later, I'm like, oh, right, I had that idea. And then I go and open notes and so forth. So I want to show you a Zap that is going to help you with that. So we choose a trigger app and we choose actually Evernote. And as a trigger, we choose new note. So we are telling Zapier when a new note is created in Evernote, so when this happens, do this. So as an action app, we're gonna choose WordPress, and as an action, the only one we can choose, create post. So again, when a new note is created in Evernote, a new post is created on WordPress. So let me show you. This is a game changer. I click continue, and this, now I've already connected Evernote and WordPress because I'm already using this app. The first time you are trying to connect any app here on Zapier, you will have to log in and you can also test to make sure that everything works. So In this case, I just click continue. Same here, I've already connected that. And here you see we want to make sure that not all the notes we put on Evernote are shared on our WordPress site, because if you go shopping, for example, and you have a list on Evernote, you don't want that list that has nothing to do with your blog to be uploaded on your blog. So you can go to Evernote and create a specific notebook. I've created one that I called blog post ideas. You see it here. So I know that only the things I put in this notebook on Evernote are gonna be transferred to WordPress. So I just click continue, and you see here we could add even other parameters. This isn't enough, just we want this. We just click continue, and then here I want this to be saved as a WordPress post, so I can leave these posts. And there are three things you should check. The first is title. So you click here, insert fields, and you choose title, and then you go down to content, and even though they say optional, you want to click insert fields, and we are gonna choose content text. And then the last thing is here status. You want to put this as draft. You would like something to be published by mistake. So you see here we are saying to Zapier, whenever we have a note in the blog idea notebook in Evernote, transfer the title, the content, and save it as a draft in WordPress. So this is it. This would be already it. We can ignore all the other things. And now if you would click continue, you'll be ready to go. The Zap would be ready to go. So this is a game changer, and it's really gonna help you stop forgetting about those ideas, so that whenever you sit in front of your laptop, what you've written down in your Evernote is gonna be there, saved as a draft, ready for you to work on. All right, so here were the 8 must-have tools for bloggers. I just want to remind you that some of the links I shared are affiliate links, so in case you decide to give these tools a try, I will earn a commission. If you decide to do that, thank you so much. And I included the links also in the description, so in case you were really focused on watching this tutorial, you didn't check the websites, don't worry, you find the links in the description below this video. I hope you found it beneficial, and I'm actually curious, what tools are you using? What are the tools you consider must-haves for bloggers? Maybe I've forgotten about some tools, or maybe there are some tools that I actually have no idea, I don't know they exist, and they are maybe great tools. So I'm curious, let me know, leave a comment below this video. And also, if you've enjoyed this video, you want to get more videos, you can subscribe to the channel so that you get updated as soon as I publish a new episode. Thanks for watching.